Now that we have completed the line-by-line explanation, we will be solving the MCQs from Act 2, Scene 4 of Julius Caesar. So I have prepared 25 MCQs for you. Now, I want you to keep a track of how many questions you can answer. And in the end of the video, I want you to write your score in the comments below. So without much delay, quickly subscribe to my channel and let us begin the quiz. Number 1. The scene takes place outside dash house. Option A, Caesar's. Option B, Antony's. Option C, Cinna's. Or option D, Brutus's. So like I tell you in all my videos, you must remember where the scene takes place. So tell me, where does Act 2 Scene 4 take place? It takes place outside whose house? Very good. It is Brutus's house. Number 2. The scene opens with dash and dash on stage. Option A, Portia and Ligarius. Option B, Portia and Lucius. Option C, Portia and Lucilius. Or option D, Portia and Brutus. So who are present on stage when the scene opens? Correct! Portia and Lucius. Number 3. Portia is Brutus's dash. Option A, daughter. Option B, niece. Option C, wife. Or option D, friend. So who is Portia to Brutus? Aha! Portia is Brutus's wife. You are right. Number 4. Lucius is Brutus's dash. Option A, friend. Option B, servant. Option C, uncle. Or option D, neighbor. So what sort of a relation does Lucius and Brutus have? Very good. Lucius is Brutus's servant. Number 5. Portia instructed Lucius to go to dash. Option A, Caesar's house. Option B, Brutus's house. Option C, Cassius's house. Or option D, the Senate house. So Portia, she is sending the servant Lucius somewhere. So where is she sending the servant? Caesar's house, Brutus's house, Cassius's house, or the Senate house? Correct! The Senate house, the Capitol. Number 6. Errand refers to dash. Option A, purposeful journey. Option B, opinion. Option C, feelings. Or option D, answer. So what is the meaning of the term errand? If you have heard the line-by-line explanation in my video, then this concept of errand must be definitely clear to you. And you are right if you say errand refers to a purposeful journey. So errand, you see, is a journey that is purposeful and is taken on behalf of someone. So here Lucius is going to the capital on behalf of Portia with certain purposes in mind. That is why it is called an errand. Now number 7. I would have had thee there. There refers to dash. So which place? Option A, Brutus's garden. Option B, the capital. Option C, Caesar's house. Or option D, Pompey's theatre. So there implies which place in this particular phrase? Very good. It refers to the capital, the Senate house. So Portia, she is telling Lucius to go to the capital and then again come back here. Where? Here means Brutus's garden, outside Brutus's house. Number 8. Portia invokes dash to be in her side. So she is invoking, that is, she is calling someone. Whom does she call? Option A, fates. Option B, great flood. Option C, constancy. Or option D, Apollo. So who does Portia invoke? Tell me. Correct. Portia invokes constancy, power to be in her side. You are answering beautifully. Now number 9. Portia wished to separate her dash and dash. Option A, words and actions. Option B, feelings and words. Option C, words and sleep. Or option D, actions and responsibilities. So you remember what Portia said? That there must be a mountain separating my dash and dash. So what are those two things? Beautifully answered. Portia wished to separate her feelings and words. Feelings her heart and words are her tongue. So she wants to separate her feelings and her words. Number 10. According to Portia, it was difficult for a woman to dash. Option A, give advice. Option B, stay awake. Option C, keep secrets. Or option D, manage husbands. So what was very difficult for a woman to do? What do you think it should be? Very good. According to Portia, it was difficult for a woman to keep secrets, to keep information to herself. Number 11. Bring me word, boy. Boy refers to dash. Option A, Casca. Option B, Lucius. Option C, Cinna. Or option D, Cassius. So who is boy here? Well answered. Boy here refers to Lucius. Lucius, Brutus's servant. Now number 12. He went sickly forth. He refers to dash. Option A, Caesar. Option B, Antony. Option C, Soothsayer. Or option D, Brutus. So someone left sickly, looking pale and lifeless. Who was he? Brilliant! He was no other than Brutus. When Brutus left, he looked sickly. He looked pale. Number 13. When Portia instructs Lucius to observe what suitors press him, him refers to dash. Option A, Brutus. Option B, Cassius. Option C, Caesar. Or option D, Metellus. You know, press him means to surround him. And suitors are the ones who come with requests and petition. So Portia, she instructed the servant Lucius to observe somebody. And what petitioners, what requesters were surrounding him. So who is that him in this extract? Tell me. You are right again. It is Caesar. So Portia, she is instructing Lucius to keep a close watch on Caesar and all those who press him, who surround him. Number 14. The buzzing rumor was heard by dash. Option A, Lucius. Option B, Portia. Option C, Calpurnia. Or option D, the Soothsayer. So one of these following characters were heard a buzzing rumor. So, who was the one to hear it? Yes, it was Portia. Portia heard the buzzing rumor. But when she told this to Lucius, Lucius says that, Madam, I hear nothing. Number 15. The soothsayer had been in dash. So where was he so long? Option A, the streets. Option B, Cassius's house. Option C, his own house. Or option D, the marketplace. Where was he, the soothsayer? You know, the soothsayer is the fortune teller, the one who warns Caesar to be aware of the Ides of March, the 15th of March. So after warning Caesar, you don't find the soothsayer again. So here you have to tell me, where had the soothsayer been? Correct. So far, so long, he had been in his own house. Number 16. The soothsayer met Portia at dash. So what time was it? Option A, 7 o'clock. Option B, 8 o'clock. Option C, 9 o'clock. Or option D, 10 o'clock. So what was the time by the watch when the soothsayer he came to meet Portia? Tell me, this is easy. Correct, it is 9 o'clock. Number 17. Portia inquired about dash from the soothsayer. Option A, Cinna. Option B, Caesar. Option C, Brutus. Or option D, Lucius. Who did she inquire about? Well said. It is Caesar. Portia inquired about Caesar from the soothsayer. She asked the soothsayer whether Caesar had reached the capital or not. Remember that? And then the soothsayer said that no, he was on his way. Number 18. The soothsayer would plead dash to protect himself. Option A, Brutus. Option B, Antony. Option C, Caesar. Or option D, Portia. So the soothsayer, the fortune teller, he would bid somebody to protect himself, to look after himself. Whom would he ask for such a thing? Yes, again it is Caesar. So the soothsayer would plead Caesar to protect himself. Number 19. You are performing brilliantly. The street outside Brutus's house was dash. Option A, narrow. Option B, wide. Option C, wide. Or option D, boundless. Tell me, what was the street like? Correct! The soothsayer claimed that the street outside Brutus's house was narrow. Now, number 20. The crowd that followed Caesar did not include dash. So, which of the following was not mentioned by the soothsayer? Option A, senators. Option B, magistrates. Option C, commoners. Or option D, soldiers. So which of the following was not mentioned? Right, it was the soldiers. The mention of the soldiers was not made by the soothsayer. The senators, the magistrates, the Roman public, they all made the crowd, the throng. Now the final 5 questions. The countdown has begun. I hope you're keeping a track of your score. Number 21. The soothsayer refers to dash as a feeble man. Feeble means weak. Option A, Brutus. Option B, Caesar. Option C, himself. Or option D, Lucius. So who is this feeble man according to the soothsayer? Who is he? Who is he? Identify the weak one, the weakling. Aha, you are right. The soothsayer referred to himself as a feeble man. Number 22. The soothsayer decided to speak to Caesar in a dash place. Option A, crowded. Option B, void. Option C, slopey. Or option D, elevated. So where would the soothsayer speak to Caesar? Tell me, where do you speak with your friends? In crowded places, slopey places, elevated places, or wide places? Very good. The soothsayer decided to speak to Caesar in a void place. Void means an empty place. Because you see, the road was narrow and crowded. And the poor soothsayer, he is a feeble, weak man. So if he stands there, he will get injured. So to prevent himself from any sort of injury or harm, and to deliver his words to Caesar, to warn him of the future, what does he do? He decides to talk to Caesar in a void place, in an empty place. Number 23. Portia told Lucius that Brutus had a dash for Caesar. Option A, document. Option B, schedule. Option C, request. Or option D, letter. So, what did Brutus have for Caesar? Remember, Portia, she was telling something, and Lucius, the servant, overhears her. So Portia, she is making an excuse. So in that excuse, she tells Lucius that Brutus had something for Caesar. What was it? Rightly answered. She said that Brutus had a request for Caesar, but Caesar, he was not accepting it. And that is why Portia, she was telling to herself that hopefully Brutus's plan must succeed. So this is actually nothing but Portia's excuse to hide what she was saying in front of Lucius. Number 24. Portia invoked dash to guide Brutus. So again she is invoking someone. Earlier she had awoken the constancy, the power in her. Now she is invoking or calling who? The heavens. Option B, hell. Option C, constancy. Or option D, the fates. Now this time she is invoking for her husband, mind you. So, whom does she call? You are right. Portia invoked the heavens to guide Brutus. Now the last question. After this question, you please subscribe to my channel and write your score in the comments below. How much you scored out of 25. Your replies and comments really motivate me. Now number 25. In the end of the scene, Portia goes dash. Option A, inside Caesar's house. Option B, inside Brutus's house. Option C, to the Senate house. Or option D, to the streets of Rome. So now where is she going? Remember, in the end of the scene, what happens? Portia and Lucius, they exit severally. Severally means in different directions. So, Lucius, he is going somewhere, and Portia, she states that she is going somewhere. So now you tell me, where does Portia go? Tell me. You are going always on the right track. It is indeed inside Brutus's house. Because remember, this scene took place outside Brutus's house. And Portia says, I must go in. So, she goes inside Brutus's house. So with this, we have completed the MCQ of this particular scene. If you want to have a look at the explanation or even the detailed solved question answers of this scene, please check out my playlist whose description I have given in the description box below. All the links have been provided to you, and the links to chapters of other texts that are there in your syllabus have also been provided in the description below. So, please subscribe to my channel, and I also have a Telegram channel and a WhatsApp channel where we share notes and practice grammar. So, if you are willing, you may join that too. So, till I come with my next video, happy studying English. Ta-ta!